Welcome to the wonder that is the Atlantis venue. It doesn't get any more unique than this. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tail of the tape. It's Manny Pacquiao. It's the Pac. King Rock.
This bout is scheduled.
What a pleasure to be in. And there's the bell for round one. Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Good counter punch. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Can you imagine walking into this tub, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
He's dominating him, and he's going to let him know all about it. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That jab misses. And he misses with that straight left. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have you.
Doing this with the jab. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. There's the bell to start round three. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A big whiff with the right hook. He misses with that jab. Willing to slow down. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Here we go to the fourth round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be... And the kid goes down! Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Gotta look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the counts, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's time for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Missing with the hook. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook doesn't score. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Beautiful counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny. On to the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Well done with that counter shot. Misses with the straight left. Defense here at all. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward seemingly with endless energy, John.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Beautiful counter punch. Talking about Manny Pacquiao in that last There's the bell to start round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. Just misses with that uppercut. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Punch, counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. how much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Miss with that jab. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter shot. That counter shot lands. Big swing and a miss with the hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Only catching air with that hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is